What's going on, guys? Jason Boy here, and I am getting ready to attempt Pokémon Emerald Randomlocke. Randomlocke is short for randomized nuzlocke, which begs the question, what is a nuzlocke? A nuzlocke has three basic rules. Rule number 1, you can only catch the first Pokémon you encounter in any route or area. So for example, let's say I run into something on Route 101. I can catch that. Then I run into a second Pokemon on Route 101. I cannot catch that Pokemon. I can only catch the first one. If I were to knock out or run away from that first Pokemon I encounter, then I cannot catch any other Pokemon. You get one shot. And if you fail, then that's that. Rule number 2. Any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and cannot be used. You have to either permabox it or release it. You can't use it anymore. So, you have to really try to keep your Pokemon alive. Rule number 3 is technically not an official rule, but it's pretty much been adopted as an official rule by the Nuzlocke community. You have to nickname all your Pokemon. This kind of adds to the story, and makes you feel a bit more attached to your Pokemon, so that it's not just frustrating when people die, or when Pokemon die. You actually kind of feel bad because you named it. It like creates a story, and I really do like that. So I will be playing with that. That is the basic Nuzlocke rules. A lot of people use extra clauses and stuff to mess with the game a bit, so to make it easier or harder. So I will be playing with a couple of additional clauses. The first additional clause is Dude's Clause, which, if you run into a Pokemon that you have already caught, it does not count as your encounter. You can go on to the next Pokemon. This helps keep the game diverse, so that you're not catching 47 Zigzagoon and mono running with those. It lets you try out different Pokemon. I will be playing with the entire evolutionary line. So, let's say I were to catch a Zigzagoon, and I were to later run into a Linoon. I could not catch that Linoon because I've already had a Zigzagoon, so it does that. Alternatively, let's say I were to run into a Wurmple, and I were to evolve it into, let's say, a Beautifly. I will be disallowing me to use a Dustox, because I've already had a Pokemon in that evolutionary line. The second additional clause I will be playing with is called Gift Clause. Gift Clause, Pokemon that are given to you do not count as an encounter. The most basic example of this is your starter. Your starter is given to you, so it's technically a gift Pokemon, and your starter is given to you on Route 101. You can still catch another Pokemon on Route 101, even though technically your starter was your encounter. Thanks to Gift Clause, it does not count as your encounter, and you can catch something else in the wild. So that is the most basic Nuzlocke rules, and that is how I am going to be playing.